Be honest with yourself. Have you ever asked what the first thing you say to yourself each morning is? Is it, "I'm so tired," or "I'm not good enough"? Or is it an affirmation like, "I am ready for today"? What you say isn't just words. It's a signal sent directly to your mind, a command that shapes how you think, act, and feel throughout the day. The world around you can be chaotic, noisy, and unpredictable. But there is one thing the Stoics constantly remind us. You cannot control the world, but you can control your mind. Each morning is a new opportunity to do just that, to reshape how you see yourself and how you face life. Imagine waking up, not just with a cup of coffee, but with a powerful mindset. Instead of rushing straight into the day's hustle, you pause for a few seconds, take a deep breath, and speak words to yourself that awaken your heart. This is exactly what the Stoic philosophers did thousands of years ago. They began each day not in haste, but with awareness. The Stoics called this a conversation with the soul, a moment to remind yourself of what truly matters, what is worth your attention, and what should be let go. Because in this world you can lose many things, money, opportunities, relationships. But if you lose clarity of mind, you lose everything. And that's why, in today's video, we'll explore 6 things you should say to yourself every day. Not empty slogans, not temporary encouragement, but life principles, drawn from ancient Stoic philosophy, yet still fully relevant today. These 6 reminders will help you keep a steady mind, act with purpose, and live each day with clarity, confidence, and true inner strength. Because ultimately, the way you speak to yourself determines how you live with the world. And if you begin each day with confidence, awareness, and calm, you don't just live better, you live more rightly. Step 1. I am capable. Each morning when you wake up, look at yourself in the mirror and ask, do I have the strength to face today? Not physical strength, but mental strength. The ability to stand firm in challenges, solve problems, and keep moving forward despite difficulty. When you tell yourself, I am capable, it's not an empty slogan. It's a powerful reminder that you possess the skills, wisdom, and inner resources to handle whatever comes your way. Life never goes exactly as planned. Unexpected challenges, failures, and criticism can all make you doubt yourself. But the Stoics believe that no circumstance can determine your worth. Only how you respond and apply your abilities defines who you are. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The power of a person lies in the ability to control their mind, not in external circumstances." When you tell yourself that you are capable, you are reminding yourself that you are strong enough to solve problems, learn from failure, and keep moving forward. This is not arrogance. It is confidence built on experience, on the times you've risen after falling, and on knowing that you can always learn, adapt, and grow. Think about all the times you've overcome challenges you never thought you could. You've failed, you've been afraid, you felt lost, but you still stood up, moved forward, and became stronger. And that is why each morning, when you tell yourself, I am capable, you are not just reminding yourself of your current strength, but also of all the experiences and lessons that have shaped you into the person you are today. The Stoics taught that you don't need to prove anything to anyone. You don't need outside validation for your abilities. All the power lies in believing in yourself. When you believe, that energy flows into action, and those actions, in turn, reinforce your belief. You come to realize that strength doesn't come from perfection. It comes from having the ability to face challenges and keep moving forward, even when things are imperfect. Every day, remind yourself of these 3 words. I am capable. It's not just a phrase. It's a tool to start your day, to generate positive energy, and to affirm to yourself that no matter what today brings, you always have the ability to handle, adapt, and overcome. Start your day with this inner strength. When you believe in your capability, everything feels less overwhelming, every challenge becomes an opportunity, and every step moves you towards self-mastery and success. You're not just saying it to yourself, you are living it. And that ability, practiced daily, will transform you into the strongest, most confident, and most grounded version of yourself. Step 2, the past does not control me. Have you ever woken up in the morning with your mind still weighed down by yesterday? Mistakes, wrong decisions, missed opportunities, all like invisible shadows dragging you down, making you feel exhausted before the day even begins. You keep repeating to yourself, if only I had done things differently, or I shouldn't have acted that way. But if you keep living in the past, you'll never be able to move forward. The Stoics understood that the past is merely part of your experience, not your destiny. Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens that upsets you, but how you perceive it." The past holds no power unless you give it that power. You can learn from your mistakes, but you must not let them dictate how you live today. Imagine you're climbing a mountain. The past is the backpack you carry on your shoulders. If you fill it with failures, regrets, and self-blame, it will be hard to move forward. But if you learn to set down those burdens, you'll climb faster, lighter, and see the path more clearly. The past is experience, not a shackle. It is a lesson, not a barrier. Each morning, remind yourself, yesterday is over. I no longer belong to it. You don't need to try to change what has already happened. You only need to recognize the value of the present and focus on what you can control. This is how the Stoics live. Not complaining, not blaming, but learning, adapting, and moving forward. Practicing this doesn't mean forgetting the past. It means viewing it with clarity. Yesterday's failures can teach you patience, remind you to be cautious, and warn you of hidden pitfalls. But you are not controlled by them. You no longer have to live in regret or remorse. Those who live by this philosophy not only feel freer, but also stronger. They aren't dragged down by the shadows of yesterday. Instead, they use those experiences as a foundation to move forward. Each new day is a blank page. You can write worry on it, or you can write strength, determination, and confidence. The choice is yours. So each morning, stand before the mirror and say, "The past does not control me." Let the past rest and focus all your energy on today. Only by releasing the ties of the past can you be truly free, strong, and ready to face any challenge. Remember, you are not the person of yesterday. You are the person of the present, and you have the power to decide how to live, feel, and act. The past is a lesson, not a burden. Today is an opportunity, and you are fully capable of seizing it. Step 3. I control my mind. Life is never easy. Pressures from work, relationships, society, and unexpected events constantly arise. But there is one truth the Stoics always remind us of. You cannot control the world, but you can always control your mind. It sounds simple, but this is the most powerful authority you possess. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The power of a person lies not in changing circumstances, but in the ability to control the mind." Each morning, when you remind yourself, "I control my mind," you are declaring that no matter what happens today, you will remain calm, clear-headed, and proactive. Imagine a tense situation. You receive a critical email, or a colleague makes things difficult. The natural reaction for many is anger, anxiety, or panic. But if you maintain a calm mind, you can observe the situation objectively, evaluate your options, and decide on a wise course of action. The Stoics don't let emotions control them. They acknowledge their feelings without being swept away. They understand that a hasty reaction doesn't solve problems. It only adds stress and drains energy. I control my mind doesn't mean suppressing emotions or pretending not to worry. It's the ability to recognize and direct your emotions so that every action you take is conscious and purposeful. When your mind is steady, you aren't swayed by events beyond your control. You act proactively rather than reactively, and you maintain calm even amid chaos. True strength doesn't come from avoiding difficulties, but from the ability to face them with reason. When you practice this daily, you'll realize that you are no longer a victim of pressures, failures, or criticism. You become the navigator, the one in control. Each morning, take a few moments to breathe deeply, observe your stream of thoughts, and remind yourself, "I control my mind." By repeating this, you reinforce the belief that no circumstance can take away your inner peace, unless you allow it. And when you truly believe this, you will act differently, more decisively, more patiently, and more wisely. The Stoics don't control everything that happens, but they do control how they perceive and respond. And that ability is what makes them strong, confident, and magnetic. When you control your mind, you also control your life. Thoughts guide actions, and actions guide outcomes. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, remind yourself, I control my mind. No one, no circumstance can disturb your peace, unless you permit it. And when you understand this, you'll realize that true freedom and strength always reside within your own mind. Step 4. Reasons do not define me. Have you ever heard yourself say, I don't have time, now isn't the right moment, or maybe I'm not good enough? These statements may sound reasonable, but in reality they are excuses disguised as logic. And if you repeat them long enough, they become your truth, not because they are true, but because you choose to believe them. The Stoics understood this clearly. They believed that a person's greatest enemy is not adversity, it is self-justification. Adversity makes us stronger, while excuses keep us stuck. Excuses feel comfortable, they feel safe, but at the same time they are invisible chains binding us to mediocrity. Epictetus once said, no one is free until they learn to take responsibility for themselves. This means you truly grow up when you stop blaming others. When you stop saying, I can't because, and start asking, how can I? Only by taking full responsibility for your life can you truly steer it. Look around. How many people have dreamed of change but never begun? They have plans, talent, and aspirations. Yet they remain imprisoned by the two words, tomorrow. And that tomorrow never seems to come. The Stoics don't believe in perfect circumstances. They believe in action. They know that waiting for the ideal situation is the most subtle way to procrastinate. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, do not waste time arguing about what a good person should be. Be that person. This is a wake-up call for all of us. You don't need to wait any longer. You just need to start. Excuses are the mind's way of seeking comfort, while action is the soul's way of seeking freedom. And freedom, as the Stoics understood, always comes with responsibility. Responsibility for your time, your choices, and for yourself. Ask yourself, how many opportunities have you missed just because you accepted a reason that sounded valid? I'm tired. I don't have enough resources. I'm afraid of failing. In reality, you're not tired. You've just lost motivation. You don't lack resources. You just haven't used everything available to you. And you're not afraid of failing. You're afraid of others seeing you fail. The Stoics taught that greatness begins with daring to face yourself, to look squarely at your excuses and say, enough. From today, I will no longer let any excuse define who I am. I will do what needs to be done, even if it's imperfect, even if I'm not fully ready, even if no one believes in me, because that is true strength. When you remove the excuses, you create space for action, and every action, no matter how small, reinforces the belief that you can. You cannot consider yourself strong if you constantly surrender to your excuses. Strength doesn't come from perfection. It comes from consistency. Each time you say, I will do this, and actually follow through, you reaffirm to yourself, I am trustworthy, I am disciplined, I am moving forward. And then one day you will look back and realize every limit that ever existed in your life was created by you. And it is also you who will break them. Remember, the world doesn't care how many reasons you have. The world only sees results and the mindset you bring to your actions. The Stoics don't seek ease. They seek the inner strength to keep moving forward when every excuse tells them to stop. So tomorrow morning, before you say, I can't, pause for a moment, take a deep breath and say, reasons do not define me. Because you were not born to make excuses, you were born to take action. Step 5. Kindness is my strength. In the modern world, people often confuse strength with power, speed, or the ability to win. But the Stoics saw it differently. True strength comes from inner steadiness and kindness. Kindness is not a sign of weakness. On the contrary, it is a quiet expression of courage and self-mastery. When you act with kindness without expecting anything in return, you are affirming that you are not controlled by others' reactions or approval. You are in control of yourself and how you respond. Imagine a tense situation, a colleague making things difficult, someone judging you, or a stranger being rude. The natural reaction for many is anger, retaliation, or revenge. But kindness allows you to pause, choose a conscious way to respond, and maintain your character. This is the strength the Stoics valued. not being dragged down by external chaos, but remaining composed and grounded in your own integrity. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Be kind, but don't be exploited. Be strong, but not arrogant." Kindness is an energy that spreads. It affects not only those who receive it, but also yourself. When you practice kindness, you strengthen your self-respect, enhance your capacity for empathy, and create a positive environment around you. Someone who merely endures or goes along with others isn't wise. They don't generate true strength. True strength comes from self-mastery and choosing kindness in every situation, even when it's difficult. Kindness is also a way to cultivate courage in the face of life's temptations. The temptation to react hastily, to seek revenge, or to blame others. When you respond with patience, understanding, and kindness, you not only protect yourself from stress, but also create a positive influence that impulsive words or actions could never achieve. The Stoics believe that every act of kindness is an inner victory. You don't need to wait for others to acknowledge it. You don't need to prove anything. You simply act rightly, honestly, and compassionately. And others will notice, not through words, but through how they feel in your presence. Practicing kindness does not mean being soft or weak. It doesn't mean allowing others to take advantage of you or abandoning your principles. It is a delicate balance. You uphold your values and standards while still treating others with compassion. It is precisely this combination, calm, strong, and kind, that creates enduring magnetism. Each morning, remind yourself, kindness is my strength. Let this phrase guide every action, every word, every decision throughout the day. When you live this way, you not only make the world around you better, but you also become steadier, wiser, and more resolute yourself. Kindness is a quiet strength, unassuming, unobtrusive, yet powerful enough to make others feel safe, respected, and drawn to you. When you understand this, you realize that true strength isn't about overpowering others. It's about creating a positive impact through your own self-mastery and compassion. Step 6. I live fully in the present. Each morning when you wake up, what do you do first? Check your phone, read the news, or dwell on unfinished tasks from yesterday? The Stoics pause. They know that the past is gone, the future has not yet arrived, and only the present is where you truly live. The present is not just a fleeting moment. It is the only opportunity to act, to make choices, and to become a better version of yourself. Stoicism emphasizes that happiness does not lie in having everything go your way, but in how you experience each moment. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "True happiness is living fully in each second, without being entangled in what is past or worrying about what is yet to come." When you embrace the present, you are not denying difficulties, failures, or challenges. On the contrary, you see them clearly, accept them, and use them as opportunities to learn. Imagine facing a busy, stressful day. If you keep dwelling on what happened yesterday or worrying about the future, you'll feel overwhelmed. But if you remind yourself, live in the present, you begin to focus on each step, each action, each choice. Every task you do becomes more meaningful, rather than being lost in the invisible flow of time. Living in the present also helps you regain control over your mind. When you are not swayed by the past or the future, you can view every situation with clarity and insight. You don't react impulsively, you choose to act deliberately. This is why the Stoics radiate a special kind of magnetism. They are not swept away by chaos, they act with awareness, and every action reflects a strong inner value. The present is also where you experience the simplest joys. The aroma of morning coffee, sunlight streaming through the window, the laughter of loved ones, moments that may seem small but can shape your mood for the entire day. When you truly live fully, you begin to see the value in every detail that you might have previously overlooked. The Stoics taught that the present is your greatest asset, not in accumulating possessions, but in cultivating awareness. When you live in the present, you realize that worry doesn't weaken you. It is merely a challenge to practice calmness. When you face difficulties with a clear mind, you become strong and self-mastered. Each morning, remind yourself, I live fully in the present. Don't let the past weigh you down, and don't let the future control your fears. Use the present to act, to learn, to love, and to grow. Because when you live fully in each moment, you become stronger, more steadfast, and naturally magnetic with every passing day. Life waits for no one. The present is the only gift you truly have. And those who cherish it, who live fully in it, are the ones who possess true strength and freedom. Looking back at the 6 reminders we've explored, you'll realize that true strength doesn't come from appearance, fame, or fleeting success. It comes from the choices you make every day, from how you speak to yourself, and from how you engage with life. By reminding yourself that you are capable, that the past does not control you, that your mind is yours, that reasons do not define you, that kindness is strength, and that the present is the only gift you have, you are building a solid mental foundation. These principles not only help you become confident and calm, but they also make every action you take more meaningful, from the smallest tasks to the biggest decisions. The Stoics believe that you cannot control the world, but you can control your reactions, thoughts, and actions. When you master your mind and attitude, you become freer, steadier, and naturally magnetic to others. You don't need to prove anything. You simply live according to your values, and that earns you respect and admiration. Let these reminders become part of your morning routine. Start your day with, I am capable. The past does not control me. I control my mind. Reasons do not define me. Kindness is my strength. I live fully in the present. Say them aloud, whisper them, or reflect on them in a quiet moment. The key is to acknowledge them and truly believe in them. If this video resonates with you, leave a comment. I choose clarity, a commitment to live each day with awareness, purpose, and steadiness. Hit like, share, and subscribe to continue the journey of strengthening your inner power, living according to Stoic philosophy, and becoming the best version of yourself. Because in the end, true magnetism doesn't come from how others see you, but from how you live and feel about yourself each day. Live fully with self-mastery and calmness. That is the quiet strength that makes you unforgettable.